So we got the truck turned around, we got the front end on, and we are going to be working on the frame rails, cutting those up a little bit, moving the steering rack around, make it better. And we're just gonna like this on that side, but go up more up in here, then cut some of this out, probably up to here and down, remove some weight from the front end, and clean up this mess we got right here. I don't want it to go in my nut. It hurt last time.
And keep them out of the way. So what did we decide to do?
So we just got done cutting the things, and we decided to chop it off pretty much and put a pole out and take these two pieces right here and weld them to the pole.
Finally. So we got the end trimmed down. Trying to make sure I stay pretty close to the same angle. So that's 86 and 3. And come over here. And I'm 85 and 6. So now all we got to do is come in here. Let's see if you can see right there. We're just going to come in here and clean that up so it sits a little flusher for the weld. So what we're doing, using the flat plate to help guide us to getting the edges a little bit straighter. So I'm going to pull that off. So we find the spots that's hitting, we mark them, and then we kind of grind them down. And it ain't got to be perfect because we're going to weld this. So if it's got a little gap here and there, it ain't going to do nothing to help penetration.
All right.
So I showed how I make a template when I'm making a plate. You can use cardboard, poster board, whichever. But the way I do it is I just put it up there. There you go. You can do inside or outside edge.
I don't ride to run from pain, I ride to feel the fire again. Every mile I leave behind gives me back a piece of my mind. I run with the wind, not away from the storm. Let the thunder hit hard, I was born to transform. Every heartbeat's a drum, pushing me through the night. I was made for the road, made for the fight. If the world comes close or the dark sets in, I don't break, I don't bend, I just run with the wind. I've been lost on roads where the stars burn low, chased my shadow through the afterglow. But every wrong turn, every broken backbone twice as strong as you. You can take my time, but not my soul. That's the only thing I fully control. Every scar that shaped my skin shows a back.
See, I can weld. I just had a bad lead. He didn't do too bad. I mean, little beginning weld.
Dawn cracks over that rusted mill. Punch clock coming in my head. Coffee shakes in a calloused hand. Still tasting last night's red. Dust on my boots, grease on my shirt. Tires humming in my veins. I ain't rich, but I got this wheel and a map of back road veins. I got that two-lane fever burning up my chest. Pedal buried, engine screaming, I don't need no rest. Windows down,
Exit mama.
stealing every breath. Chasing midnight, outrun Monday, racing life and death. Two-lane fever. Yeah, that's all I got left.
So we got the bumper held up there. I have a fiberglass bumper coming, and I don't exactly know where the mounting points are going to be on that bumper. I would assume it'd be the same as your factory, but so for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to weld the tube out, and we're going to put it where we need it for the what's left of the radiator support. So I'm just going to bring the tube and I'm going to bring it on out, and I'm going to bring it out a little extra, and then when the other bumper gets here, we can just cut it back as needed to get all that to work. So I got the tubes tacked on. We got the angles the same. They look the same from the front of the vehicle. We got the tubes sticking out to here, which is actually a little bit too far. So what I'm gonna do is let this stick out. We'll determine where to cut this when the new bumper comes in. What I'm about to do is we're gonna go ahead and weld this. Then after we weld that, we're gonna put a gusset right here.
Dawn cracks over that rusted mill. Punch clock coming in my head. Coffee shakes in a calloused hand. Still tasting last night's red. Dust on my boots, grease on my shirt. Tires humming in my veins. I ain't rich, but I got this wheel and a map of back road veins. I got that two-lane fever burning up my chest. Pedal buried, engine screaming, I don't need no rest. Windows down and a wild ass, stealing every breath. Chasing midnight, run Monday, racing life and death. Two-lane fever. Yeah, that's all I got left. Yellow light flashing like a barroom sign. Long days, sweat in the rearview glass. Whiskey on my breath from a tailgate jar. Full tank, middle finger to the past. Gravel jumps when I drop one gear.
Oh yeah. Let's see what's in this black box. Hell, it better be my bumper because that's the only thing I ordered. Let's get this thing open. I like it. I like that. It's pretty nicely made. I guess like you see on race cars, I hate to use those. I would like to come up with something else, but the little push locks, that's probably what I'm gonna end up having to use. Probably gonna have to have a push lock right here, one on the other side, and then the rest of them will be hidden. So it may not be too bad, and I'll probably paint it where you can't see it. All right, let's drill these holes out. Well, out of all them bolts, I ain't got no bolts. So I guess we're running Dave's Hardware.
So don't sell anything you love. Store it instead. Shop.
Alright, we had to go buy Summit too. So instead of running, what are they called? Zerch fittings, quarter turn, fasteners. This is what I'm gonna do, cause I ain't trying to take my bumper on and off. It ain't a pro mod. I don't need the little clip things. I ain't doing that. So it's gonna get bolted in, cause it really ain't gonna ever come back off unless I just randomly have to take it off for some reason. But other than that, it's just gonna really be on there. Picked up the bolts at Ace. Of course you know that because you were there with me. And let's slam these bolts in there. Alright, we got the bolts in. Now we're going to start on the brackets that have to hold the bumper on. So I got this piece bent and I made it a little extra long because I don't want the tube sitting in there straight up. I actually want it laid back. So I cut some angle right here so the tube will sit like that right in there. So I'm here by myself today. So this is going to be a little interesting. Trying to hold this pipe and get it on by myself. We'll get it though. This is by myself. Oh, this is gonna suck. This might work. Oh, this might work. It'd be nice if I had some help. That way I would know if my lines out there are lined up that I put on the bumper. That's great. I'll just have to judge it from here. Don't move. Nobody move. I moved. I thought I said nobody move. It'd be really nice if I had extra hand right now. Okay, I'm gonna check the outside and see if it's still about where it needs to be before I tack this other side. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, I'm pretty close to where I gotta be at. Oh my God. Really shouldn't be on the creeper. The creeper keeps trying to slide away. I'm sliding again. There. Get away. Get away. Get away from me. Jesus. Okay, so it's tacked in place. I'm gonna take the clamps off. I can remember how to do that. So now I'm gonna go in front of the truck and make sure it's where it needs to be. And if it's not, if it needs to come up, I can tweak the bar, bring the bar up, and then I can weld the bar on both, tack it on both sides, pull the bumper off, and then weld it. So I bent this really cool piece to go under there to hold this tab. It's like comes down this way and then it turns and it goes back that way and it comes down and then it turns again. And I was like, man, that's a lot of work. So then I just did this. So I'm gonna put this right here. There's gonna be a tab coming right there. There's gonna be a bolt hole right in here. Everything's welded. Now we'll slide the bumper on, and after this cools, and put a hole for that. There it is. We got both of the brackets tacked on there. This one right here, I didn't video it. All we did was do the same bends but reverse the order. So let's TIG weld them. Now she's in there. She ain't going nowhere. She can't go any direction. Alright, the bumper's on, grill is in, bumper fits, everything lines up. The only thing you missed is I drilled a hole in here, and instead of running that round bar, I drilled a hole and put a screw in there. Did the same on the other side. Had to cut a little slot here, had to cut a little window over there, but everything's good. The bumper has no movement. Like you can pull, you can push on it, you can pull on it in any direction. It doesn't have any flex or anything. So hopefully, I mean, if anybody's ever had a fiberglass bumper or anything fiberglass before, you'll know it's bad about stress cracking. So hopefully the way I got this mounted, I ain't gonna have to worry about that. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Stay tuned, we got plenty more to do.
Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it, because it's the best thing going today.